Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey down-home country Red State Update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jockey's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And now, here they are, both of them.
Hey, everybody, this Jackie Bro's on here.
Folks, people, it's Dunlap.
Everybody watch TV today?
Oh, Jackie, it's sad.
What is?
When Comey Day's over.
I was going to here at this market, at Pinky Piglet's Market where I work, we put out some beer for everybody. Everybody come in here to look at old Comey. He made me stay at the register, and I said, well, I'm going to probably have to talk about it later on tonight. And he said, no, you stay at the register. I heard some of it, but I didn't see it all. But I heard people in there laughing and this and that, and, you know.
It was a big party. I always get the post-Comey Day blues.
Well, it's over now. Maybe he'll be talking to somebody. It ain't like the last time he's going to be talking on TV. Hell, he may run for something. I don't know.
You open all your Comey Day presents, and you got your damn James Comey T-shirts, and people doing Comey cosplay, dressing up like him. I was talking to people's nuts all day long, because when they put them Comey stilts on, you write at testicle level.
Oh, Comey stilts? What the hell are you talking about?
You were at the register. You didn't see. There were a lot of people come in here dressed up like Jim Comey, just like, hey, everybody, need me to change a light bulb?
It must have been real busy, because they dressed up like I would have seen a giant come in. I didn't see nobody on stilts or nothing. I guess I missed that.
Well, you were pretty busy selling all them Comey memorabilias.
Oh, they's just little. Pecky Piglet thought we'd make a few just coasters is all it is. Coasters and buttons. They're both round. It could be either one. You could, some of them's coaster, and then the ones he couldn't get enough pins for the back, those were coasters, and the other one, they just pins, buttons, or whatever you call it.
Now it's all over.
Well,
how am I going to get through the rest of Infrastructure Week with Comey Day over?
Well, he did his part. It's over with. You just have to come to, understand and embrace it. I know there's a lot of people excited about this for a lot of different reasons. Let's say that right now. But it's over, and I guarantee you, however you felt about this, I guarantee you today means absolutely nothing.
Just like Christmas.
What? No. Christmas is important every year.
Christmas is a lot of commercial hullabaloo.
Oh, you gonna start that war?
It's too commercialized, Jackie.
What's a war on Christmas? You talk why do you bring up Christmas? No, Christmas is good. Everybody needs to enjoy Christmas.
I wish Linus was here.
Oh.
He'd teach us what Comey Day was really about. James Comey is sort of like a 9-foot-tall Linus. But instead of a blanket, he hides behind curtains.
Curtains?
He's so big, curtains are his blanket. The legend of Big Jim Comey.
Yeah.
The lankiest dope in all the West. They always call him a Boy Scout, but I figure he's a little too dumb to be a Boy Scout.
Boy Scout seems too big to be one for sure. It'd be scary as hell if you remember the Boy Scouts.
You know how they wanted to start like them anti-gay Boy Scouts? They ought to start like some too dumb to be Boy Scouts and call them the Lanky Dopes. I couldn't figure out how to build a fire, so I typed up some notes.
Yeah.
So you don't think that Trump's going to be out of office by the end of the week?
Hell no.
Like next month maybe? Or
no, he's stuck, unless he strokes or quits. That's it. He'll stroke out. There's a good chance of that.
That was funny. We were all sitting in here. You were at the register. You were working really hard, but we were all laughing. I said, Can you imagine? Even the people, this is what's so weird about Trump. Even the people who love Trump, who don't, I said, he lied, and they're like, he never did no such a thing. And they just love him. They still laughed at the idea of him having a stroke. They laughed at the idea of him sitting at home. It's like in a weird, magical realism world Trump exists in, where people like him and hate him at the same time.
Wow.
That's why I have some hope. Not hope in the legal sense of it meaning a direct order to obstruct justice, but hope in the hopeful sense that Trump will leave office Saturday.
No.
Because people love him, and they were really laughing just thinking, thinking about this, Jackie. It is funny. Trump sitting there watching Comey on TV, just turning all different shades of red, just getting so mad, just frothing at the mouth.
He looks that way anyway. I wouldn't know if he's having a stroke. When he's running his mouth, he looked red to me already. He looked like he about to pop. Yeah.
Is there a version of Inside Out where it's like said in Trump's body and all the characters are dead or winded?
What?
Is Inside Out just emotions, or is it like also like cardiovascular health?
Inside Out. Well, they were smart enough. They didn't want him stroke at that. You know, Republicans want to keep him around as long as they can. Get stuff going. They working. They're busy little bees behind all this stuff. Now, some people are saying that's Trump's smart to, get everybody's attention. He ain't smart, period. No, he did. This ain't no way you want to steer attention away. This right here is nobody wants this. Nobody does. But they were smart. They got him away from a TV. Took him to the Christian cult. What is it called? Where they go? Bible something, faithful something.
Faith and Freedom Conference.
Faith and Freedom.
I think that's actually true and not a joke.
There's Faith and Freedom. Yeah, well, they took him. They made sure go talk to these people. They love, which they gonna clap for him and stuff.
Hey, you want to go to church today, Donald Trump? No, I want to sit here and jab my tiny fat fingers at this phone. How does he actually tweet on a phone? Because how does he get his, okay, first of all, think about his fingers on a young man. And then think about them on a 90-year-old crazy person. How does he make them tweets go?
I don't know how you make them go regular. I know, what, you just touch it on your phone, don't you?
You want to go to church day, Donald Trump? No. You want to go to the Faith and Freedom Conference? That sounds like a place where people will clap at me. Yes.
You want to go to church? No. Do you want to go be the preacher at church today? If they have to sit there and listen to me, yeah.
Do you want to go to church? No. Do you want to be the church? Yes. Do you want to go to church? No. Do you want to? I don't have anything else.
Yeah. Well, they were smart to keep him away. I'm sure that's coming tomorrow. Because enough Republicans.
Oh, him tweeting, yeah. Well, but he went and Christians told him he was right, so he's going to tweet with the force and fury of a vengeful Lord.
Well, everybody, like I said, circling around in the wagons now, Republicans trying to protect him. For what reason, I don't know. I don't know what that gets you. I don't understand.
What does it get you?
It don't get you nothing, and I don't know why
it gets you another year and a half, I guess.
Because he ain't going to remember it. It's like, I remember that time I took care of you that time, and now I need you. He ain't going to, no. It ain't helping the party none. That's for damn sure.
I guess they figure they got a year and a half, and we'll be lucky if we get another year and a half of life on Earth.
Yeah.
So short term, they're repealing Dodd-Frank. They're going to repeal health care. All this stuff is going on while we're all laughing at the Big Jim and his novella. That is terrifying, though. Can you imagine being invited to dinner with Donald Trump?
Hell no.
Like, well, at least I'll have my family there. I can hide behind them. No, don't bring them. Okay, this is going to be awful. Everybody who likes Donald Trump, I've said this before, should have to deal with him in person. Like, he should have to sleep at their house. They should work for him. He should work for them. They should try to sell him a car. He should be in their lives for like 2 weeks minimum, and nobody would like this crazy son of a bitch.
No. Now, it's the only situation I can think of where you don't want Jeff Sessions to leave the room, because usually that's, go on about your business. But when it's just you two, Jeff, stay here with us. Stay right here.
Like the room, when Jeff Sessions walks into a room, it just fills up with the odor of pickled okra and racism.
Yeah.
Y'all have to excuse me. I had some pickled okra for lunch. Pardon me.
Trump, get the hell out. We got some business to discuss here. Get on out.
Everybody get out. That's not fishy. Everybody leave the room. Everybody.
As far as what everything Comey said, it ain't nothing we didn't know already. It's just, it's just that I guess it's on record now. Now it's in the history books will say the president's a damn liar. It depends on if there's any history left by the time if we get through
the
this.
Republican if the Republicans have their way and Donald Trump, I don't even know if it's what the Republicans want. I think we're all pretty much thinking there's 2 years left of this.
Republicans don't know what the hell they want.
They're trying to make hay before Trump blows the sun up.
What did Paul Ryan say today? He said, well, he don't know how to do this right, or what? He's new to this. Is that what?
New to this.
New to this. You know how it is.
When the president's new, he makes mistakes, nuclear mistakes.
Yeah.
Obstruction of justice mistakes. When you first start off things.
Now 2 months from now, is he going to be coming back out? Well, he still ain't quite got it yet, gang. Just give him a couple more weeks. How many times does he go? He did it all through the damn. Yeah, he did it all through the election.
Stop,
yeah.
Because that's what he is. He's an outsider, so they'll say he's an outsider. He's been an outsider this whole time. So he doesn't have to learn on the job. Every time he messes up and kills us all, they can say, well, this is what's refreshing about him. Give him a second, and he'll adjust to some of the norms. But do you really want a president who doesn't tell the FBI to stop investigating Flynn? That's not who you voted for. And it's not.
I don't think that, he didn't run on that. Yeah.
A lot of people said, why didn't you quit if what Trump was doing was so bad? A lot of people today say, here's what you should have done, James Comey.
Yeah.
Like, you should have stood, you're big and strong, said Dianne Feinstein.
He is big. Yeah, he's giant, big.
He's humongous. He's probably the largest man ever to set foot in Washington.
Yeah.
Legend has it that when Big Jim Comey come to Washington, he cleared the hornet's nests out of the White House orchard.
And then Trump cleared him out soon after.
Them hornet's nests are up so high and they're attacking people on the White House tours. How are we ever going to get up there? And the Big Jim Comey come strolling down the avenue and said, hold on a minute. And he reached up with them giant arms and hands and just scooped up a hornet's nest. They're like, now what are you going to do with it, Big Jim Comey? And he said, gulp. And eat it.
Ate it. That's a bunch of bull.
Well, it turned out it wasn't the best decision. Later, he had to appear before Congress and
let's admit,
give a press conference.
He don't always make the best decisions.
He doesn't.
It don't seem like it.
He does not have. He has a strange criteria for what is and isn't for him to say. Because some stuff you'd think, well, that's not for him to say, but he would call a press conference and announce things. And then you'd think, oh, well, he should say something about that, and then he never did.
Yeah.
That's the legend of Big Jim Comey.
Well, both sides got something to not like him about, so I don't know what makes you almost think it may be something to him. But hell, I don't know.
He's as long as the Potomac and as tall as the Washington Monument.
All he said was, like I said, just everything we knew. Did the president lie? Yeah, he lied. Yeah, well, we already heard all this.
His first girlfriend was a giraffe.
Ah.
He come to town wearing roller skates, and they were Bigfoot trucks. One of them Bigfoot trucks called them famous ones?
Bigfoot, I thought, wasn't it?
Bigfoot may be one of them.
It's one of them. That's one of them.
And there was another one, like the green, like a green one.
Green something.
I used to know this.
I used to know all those monster trucks. I don't know, don't know the names.
How many different monster trucks were there? Like famous ones, like 5?
5 or 6, wasn't there?
What if you were a Bigfoot truck owner? You're like, I'm basically number 7. People would be like, well, big fucking deal.
Hey, watch your mouth. Don't.
I can name 6 famous Bigfoot trucks, and you ain't one of them. It's like, well, I'm making money on my Instagram.
Yeah, it'd be nice just to own one of those things. Take it out in the field or something. I wouldn't run over cars like I do with it to get in trouble.
That's what I'd do first.
Well, I know you would.
I'd run over your car.
That's why you don't need one.
Here's what would happen. You'd be sitting at the stoplight on Memorial Boulevard. Just go, you say, well, what in the hell is that? And here I come up behind you and go, whoa.
No.
Like an old 70s movie. You scrambling out of the car trying to get your seatbelt off. Whoa. Get the door open, fall, probably break your hip. And here I come. And Dunlap's Bigfoot truck.
Oh, hell. You
crush that stupid car.
You wouldn't know how to drive one of those. You wouldn't get 4 feet in one of those.
I can learn.
Well.
Hell, you don't have to. Look, Paul Ryan be like, well, he's new at this, but he'll get the hang of it. Bigfoot truck people. Paul Ryan give a press conference to Bigfoot truck people, they'd kill him.
Yeah. I'm surprised he gets through any of the ones who he does talk to alive.
Who likes Paul Ryan at this point?
Nobody likes him. Comey used to be, that goes back and forth. Paul Ryan is consistent. People like Comey one day and don't like him the next day. Paul Ryan, I can't remember ever a time where everybody liked Paul Ryan. I don't think there's such a time as that. I don't think that ever was.
No.
Every time he's on TV, it just reminds us why that is, I think.
No, remember he had a beard and they had to beg him to be Speaker of the House? Remember, I think people almost liked him then.
It didn't last long if it did.
No. And when the Republicans write the history books, they're probably going to Photoshop that beard right off of him.
History's history. It used to be it wasn't one way or the other. It was supposed to be just history, but hell, that makes you question everything. I don't know anymore.
Just ask a Texas school board.
Don't know what to believe in the old books, and the reason I don't get on a computer or phone, I don't know what to believe it coming through there. I don't know who it is.
You've stopped answering the phone if the phone rings. You don't like damn Pinky Piglet. Folks, if you're just joining us, Jackie used to have a store here in Murfreesboro, and through his own ineptitude, he lost it.
I went through a different career. You're not always successful at a different,
he
business
was mayor.
ventures. They don't always turn out good, and mine
Jackie
didn't.
was
That's all I
mayor,
was doing.
and he didn't have a Paul Ryan saying, well, he's new at this. He lasted about 6 days.
Yeah.
And then his store was gone. Some high-priced Nashville lawyers.
Yeah, they knew how to get that right. I signed everything away. Yeah, they got all that.
So he had to get a job working for his archenemy Jockey's Market.
Yeah.
Then Jockey turned out was very cruel to him. Cruel, mean.
As cruel as it gets.
The way Trump thinks people are treating him when it's actually how he's treating other people. That's how cruel Jockey was to Jackie. It was hilarious.
It wasn't hilarious. There's nothing funny about it. I needed a job, but if you got to keep a job, you got bills to pay, you got people to feed, family to feed, you take what it gives you. That's nothing you can do about it. Just take it.
Turns out Jockey was eaten up with cancer and was testing Jackie to see if he wanted to leave his store to Jackie, and Jackie passed the test.
And I don't want to pass no test. I wish I'd have failed it. I wish now, looking back, I didn't want this store.
He owned the store, and now has been taken advantage of by a new owner and lawyer, Pinky Piglet.
Stop.
What?
Pinky's what's his
Styron.
Styron. is his name, but his nickname is Piglet, because it sounds like a old Mickey the Pooh friend cartoon.
So, what were we talking about, Comey?
Yeah, that's over. Yeah, that's done. How long people gonna stretch this out? How many more days you think
they're
gonna
gonna stretch it out about as far as Big Jim Comey himself's leg stretches from one end of Washington D.C. plumb out the side of the other.
By this weekend, I guarantee you, Trump will have done something else that no one's gonna. Everybody gonna be talking about that, and not this. He almost took away what's going on in the Middle East. How you say that? Qatars, running them down, not knowing he didn't know, supposedly didn't know we had a base over there.
Here's what happened before today. Here's a few little things I wrote down on my phone here. Just Trump stole cancer money.
Oh yeah.
Trump son, Trump Jr., said that his dad's enemies are not even people. That's laying the groundwork for something. Comey lays the groundwork for obstruction of justice case. Donald Trump Jr. lays the groundwork for some sort of mass killing. Reality Lee winner.
Oh yeah, Lakers. Yeah,
Lakers. Comey's the Laker. That's all. Trump's tweets are just going to be Laker.
Yeah.
Reality winner. Chicken dinner. Somebody said that, right?
Trump is going to. He gonna get up in the morning, or still be up after an hour or two sleep, whatever. Gonna be watching Fox and Friends, and everything that they say to him, he'll be on the Twitter's the next minute.
Yep. Yeah, that's why Comey happened after Fox and Friends. That's why Trump didn't tweet. He would have been tweeting in a damn pew at the church politics meeting. He needs Fox and Friends to process it for him.
Yep.
Fox and Friends is Trump's brain. Inside out.
Inside out, what?
Trump's tweets, they said Trump's tweets are official statements now, because before he said it wasn't. Nobody knows.
Well,
nobody
knows. One day they tell you don't pay attention to it, or y'all spend too much time looking at that. That's all y'all talk about. And the next day, those are the official. Well, what are you supposed to do? Nobody knows what they're supposed to do.
Nobody knows what they're supposed to do.
With Trump. And that includes people who work for him, his administration, I guarantee you. As long as he's president, nobody knows. We don't know. As citizens, we don't know what we're supposed to be doing.
Nope.
They don't know what they're supposed to be doing.
Nope.
Comey obviously made it apparently clear to everyone in the world that he sure as hell don't know what the hell he's doing.
I think he pretty much said, like, I was sitting there and he said that and I just stared at him because, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Comey doesn't say fuck.
He doesn't, and he ought not, and you ought not
well,
say
maybe you ought to host this podcast with James Comey then and see if you can fit his giant ass in this room.
He wouldn't fit down here, no.
Babe, the big blue ox come across Big Jim Comey one day and said, damn, Stretch.
He seemed like a nice enough fella. I mean, would not want to do a
He said Lordy. He said Lordy.
Yeah. I know what the hell, Lordy.
Like a birthday card from 1986.
Lord, I hope it's with tapes. That's what
I couldn't watch them tapes. Some of them awkward shows like The Office or whatever, I cringe. I have to walk out of the room. David Letterman talking to Cher, I got to get up. I can't watch that shit.
It's bad enough just him describing the situation of what it's like of them two are talking. I don't want Trump talking to anybody.
That's the best cringe humor I've seen in years. Was Comey's little booklet about my night with Trump. My meetings with Trump. Just awful. I mean, can you imagine? It's awkward enough for us to just be living under his rule. But having to eat dinner, can you imagine? First of all, Comey doesn't go into this, but what kind of sounds do you think come out of Donald Trump's mouth when he's eating?
I don't want to think of that.
I bet if I were them Navy stewards serving them, I'd have earplugs in there. I wouldn't be able to. I'd be resigning my post. I'd be like, how do I get out of this?
It's an honor to feed the president cake.
So we had this thing. What Chris Christie said, it's like a typical New York conversation. Has Chris Christie ever been to New York? Does everybody in New Jersey just imagine that they're in New York. They just base it on, like, the worst people they know in TV shows.
That's mafias right there. Mafias talk like, what's he, be loyal to me and all that? It would, yeah.
Trump, I always thought that was a theory, right? That Trump wanted to be accepted by, like, the Manhattanites. He was always thought of as uncouth and not sophisticated enough. But sounds like he wanted to be accepted by the cast of A Boy's Life or whatever. Like he wanted Chaz Palminteri to write a movie about him. I don't know. What happened to him? Is he dead?
Who?
Chaz Palminteri.
I don't know.
Is that his name?
I don't know who he is.
Wasn't Chad, was it?
I don't know.
Chad Palminteri? That's his cousin. No, I'm Chad.
I'll tell you someone who looks like he's close to death.
Keep it close, boys. I'm Chad Palminteri.
Somebody, I tell you, who looks like the close to death today was McCain. What the hell? What's happening there?
Sick. It's a lot of excitement, Comey Day. And coming as it did during smack dab in the middle of infrastructure week. And when you get old, you know, Jackie, when there's a lot going on, like you didn't know what was going on half the time here. You got overexcited. You trying to ring things up, trying to listen to Comey. All them balloons kept popping.
Everybody over there get to cheering or booing or clapping. I just want to know what was going on. What happened? What's going on? And don't nobody, get back to work. Of course, I read it. I don't know what y'all were clapping, hooting, hollering about because I didn't say anything. He just said everything we already knew.
He come out and said the president was a liar. I know we know he's a liar, but it helps when
I don't need Comey to tell me that the president is a liar. Good Lord, the president has lied in the same interview. Like he will say something at the beginning of the sentence and by the end of it completely contradict whatever everyone knows he's a liar. People who like him know that he's a liar. I guarantee it.
I know that we all know the people who hate Trump know that he's a liar.
Well, yeah.
And I know that a lot of people who really like Trump deny he's a liar. And I know that a lot of people who really like Trump admit he's a liar but don't care and think it's funny.
Yeah.
Or they know he's a liar but they don't admit it. They defend it on Twitter, but in real life they know it and they think it's funny. And then there's some of us who know but there's got to be somebody that today, seeing that tall, honest drink of water, sit at that table, or what was it? A table? Where was it? A desk? I don't know.
Table, desk, something. I don't know.
He's not a talk show host.
Probably had to get him a special chair or something like that.
Well, I think they had to be in one of them domed rooms because his head was clean out the.
Yeah.
So somebody watching this, it had to affect. There had to be somebody. It turned and said, "Yeah, he is a liar." Like, even if it was one person, I'd be satisfied. Now, back during the election, something like this would happen, and the Eagle Scout motherfucker would come on.
Hey, watch your mouth.
With his knees next to his ears, scrunched in a little chair, and he'd be like, "Yep, he lied. He lied, and he defamed me. He lied and defamed me." And Trump be up 5 points in the polls.
Yeah.
But there ain't no Hillary Clinton for him to run against.
No.
Even though Loretta Lynch, I guess, is still there. There is always a Hillary Clinton.
There's somebody. Hillary Clinton's still there for everybody to complain about. And
everybody who loves Trump still gets to complain about Hillary Clinton.
Well, yeah.
She doesn't go away. Like Santa Claus exists the rest of the year.
I don't see how she has anything to do with Comey. Well, I mean, outside of what it.
Open your eyes. Of course you wouldn't.
No, that's two different things. That's what
liberalism is a mental disorder.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that Comey, they didn't talk about Hillary Clinton whenever they met up, and that did not come up once. And yet, supposedly, that is why Trump fired him for doing everything that he thought Comey did good. And now suddenly he don't like it, and that's why I fired him over. Who came up with that? Because I know Trump didn't. Like, I got to get rid of him. How did I fire him? Who was the one? Oh, tell him it's because, because
I don't know
what he said about Hillary Clinton.
Did he talk to Milo? It sounds just like a troll thing.
Well, yeah, that's what
They're all trolls, so I guess it could have been any of them.
Yeah, like who? But somebody had to come up with that. If
Probably like the last one you think. You'd think, oh, it wouldn't be Jeff Sessions. He's just trying to put black people in jail. And then Jeff Sessions said, everybody's laughing about this excuse or that one. And then tell him it's because his nuts are hanging down too low because he's so grabbing. Right. And then somebody be like, everybody laughs and quiets down. They're like, yeah. And Jeff Sessions from the back of the room says, what you ought to tell him is that it's because he was so mean to Hillary Clinton. Everybody, there's a beat that everybody just fucking loses it, man. Just like, Jeff Sessions, you're the best. And Trump's like, okay, that's what I'm tweeting, I'm going with it. Getting his little fat finger slapping against that screen.
Where's Jeff Sessions? They said after what Comey said, now I didn't hear all that, couldn't hear all y'all hooting on him, but didn't Jeff Sessions? Comey had some things or two to say about old Jeff Sessions, like there's more stuff that he did.
It sounds a little like Jeff Sessions is in trouble. If anybody is ever in trouble, it sounds like Jeff Sessions.
Anybody associated with Donald Trump, now granted, Jeff Sessions over the years has managed to get in trouble on his own, but anybody affiliated with Donald Trump's going to get in trouble. Did Mike Pence got in trouble today, or they didn't get in trouble, but got something said about him, like, oh, he knew about old Flynn and all this stuff, so anybody, I guarantee you, and obviously somebody knows that being associated with Donald Trump is bad news because they're leaking the hell out of all this stuff. Like I said, we knew every bit of this before Comey ever opened his mouth, and somebody's making sure that we know it.
It's not like anybody's faithful to Donald Trump. Everybody's just using him, and he's using them, and it's awful. It's all awful people. It's just terrible. It's awful. It's the worst of society in the White House, running things. And everybody's going to get in trouble. Everybody's going to fuck each other over.
Hey, watch the mouth.
And Trump's going to last, I don't know, another 9 months or 17 fucking years.
Hey.
But there's going to be a lot of books about this. And I think one of these people's going to turn on him. And there's going to be a Comey Day, but it's going to be Sessions Day, or it's going to be Priebus Day, and they're going to be called to testify. And he's going to insulted them one time too many.
What's that they call on that show, the funny show, Saturday Night Live, if you host it how many times? What is it?
The Five Timers Club?
Yeah, how many of them, that'll be, how many of them testified against Trump at some point or another?
The number of people who've hosted Saturday Night Live 5 times is the number of people that will testify against Trump?
Or more.
Yeah.
That'll be a club or something, that's what I'm saying.
A club? No, that'd be a fun club. Like I turned on. Well, all these people like.
Was it you that leaked that? Yeah, it was me. Well, who would? I guarantee you, every one of them's leaked something at some time or another.
He knows it. He's probably leaked shit. He's mad about the leakers, him leaking shit.
Yeah.
I mean, we just heard before we started this, folks. We listened to Kellyanne Conway on Fox. She was talking about how everybody who's supposed to be in trouble still working in the White House, which isn't true. Some people, he fired some people, right? Who did he fire?
He's fired a few people, yeah.
And everybody has the support of the president. Like they're playing this game show on It's Our Lives. They're playing this game show with, and she says everybody's got the full support of the president, but these people are going to turn on him. They're turning on him as we speak. They've never been with him 100% from the beginning. They're turning against each other. It's awful. He doesn't have, he had none of their support. Like Sean Spicer, who's saying they're going to fire Sean Spicer? Trump is probably saying.
Well, yeah.
He made that poor Huckabee girl. Preacher's daughter, you know what they say. That poor Huckabee girl, woman, person. Let me start over. Completely competent and earned their position in the White House staff, Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Huh.
Come out, and they said that Trump was not a liar. What'd she say? 100% whatever she said.
It's disgraceful or something like that people think he's a liar.
100, guarantee you.
Meanwhile, Kellyanne Conway goes on Fox or something, and they say the president isn't a liar. Does he really have those tapes? I can't say anything about that.
Sarah Huckabee Sanders said the same thing at the same damn mini press conference.
Because we know that's a lie. There ain't no damn tapes. He just said that. And right off the bat, there's a million things you could ask him. That's just what's going on today.
Oh, we didn't even. That the new FBI director is Chris Christie's lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. The damn Obama met Trudeau. People got mad about that.
What the hell?
Just wanted
Who
to have
cares about a couple of liberals sitting around chit-chatting?
sleeve rolling contest.
He can do whatever. As long as he ain't in the White House, he can do whatever the hell he wants. He's a free man as far as I'm concerned. He can do whatever. A citizen.
We didn't even talk about Ted Cruz getting cut off at the Crossing Eagle or whatever it was called conference today.
Faith and freedom faith or something. You showed me that on the computer, yeah.
Freedom faith.
Freedom faith event, whatever it is.
Donald Trump Jr. is the worst.
Well, yeah, all of them.
Marco Rubio. But they had dinner. Marco Rubio and Tom Cotton went out to eat with Donald Trump. Now, we know now what happens when you go out to eat with Donald Trump. It's not pleasant. The only person who doesn't throw up. Yeah, here's what happened. They rode over there together, Tom Cotton and Marco Rubio. They're nervous as fuck.
Hey.
Like, shit.
Watch it.
What have we done? How did we get into this? I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, let's go in. They get out of the car. They go in. Wherever they eat. Did they eat at a restaurant? Did they eat at the damn...
And the White House, isn't
the
it?
White House?
Either Florida or the White House. One of them, I don't know.
They're eating. Donald Trump smacking. Here's what you're going to do. He demanded loyalty from little Marco. He probably called him little Marco to his face. They stacked. Trump said, okay, we're done. They never worked up the stomach to eat a bite. The Navy stewards clear. As soon as Trump says it, the Navy stewards are waiting to grab them plates out from in front of them. They're hustled outside. Both of them at the same time sink to their knees and puke in the bushes.
Why?
Maybe they waited till they looked themselves in the mirror. A little Marco Rubio. What does he get out of helping Trump?
He's a celebrity. That's it. Oh, I can't turn down dinner with, it's like going out to eat with a, he was on a TV show one time.
They go out to eat, and then he comes out, and Marco Rubio, who was insulted as much as anybody by Trump, is up there like some damn Trump crusader. Like, why would you? Honestly, though, I do forget that Marco Rubio is still even around. Like, he'll pop up every once in a while. I'll be like, oh, yeah, I forgot that I hate him. It's kind of like Trump before Trump ran for president. He'd just pop up every once in a while. You'd be like, I forgot that was a thing that, oh, man, what an awful person.
Rubio, remember.
So I hope that doesn't mean we got President Little Marco coming.
Oh, God. Remember, we was up in New Hampshire following him around, and he said, after he lost, he like, well, I'm going to retire. I can't, he basically cried like a little baby, and like, nobody likes me, so I'm not going to be in office anymore. And then they changed that tune pretty quick. Yeah, hell, I don't know. What the hell else can I do? I don't know how to do nothing.
I'm just private life. I'm going to make a lot of money. Nobody wants to work with Marco Rubio.
I'm 40-something years old. I don't know how the hell to do anything else.
He's new at it. He's like, Marco Rubio is like, aspires to be Paul Ryan. That's how bad it is to be Marco Rubio.
Good God. Well, it is going to be a pretty lifeless weekend after Comey Day, and unless, of course, Trump, which there's a good chance he could do something between now and...
No, yeah, he'll
do something.
Yeah, they'll probably announce something on Friday afternoon, too.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be all... Well, they repeal Dodd-Frank, and probably they'll get rid of health care.
They're trying to get rid of health care. They're trying to get rid of Social Security, cut Social Security.
Get rid of Social Security. Probably it'll be Trump tweeting all day, calling Comey a fuckface.
Hey, I don't care if he said. I don't care who said. I don't want to hear it repeated in front of me.
And then they'll be like getting rid of Social Security. Merle Haggard said, "Keep your so-called Social Security, turn me loose in Montana."
Yeah.
Maybe we should probably scramble to stake out some bunker ground in Montana.
Got to go somewhere.
And they should give us our Social Security because we need to buy prepper food. Get a couple barrels from Jim Baker.
Oh yeah, some of that looks like it tastes good.
Some of it does. I don't like him running his hands through it.
No, but putting it in his mouth, I don't like watching him eat anything either.
Now with that little beard on his little dumb head, he looks kind of like Marco Rubio.
Some of those buckets, that looks like some good eating.
Have you ever thought about going into a prepper business?
Nah, I don't know about going into prepper business. I got my hands full now working for old Pinky Piglet here until he works out the legal papers.
Technically, you should own this store.
Well, I did own it, but I didn't want to own it. See, and when it was jockeys, now owning Pinky Piglets, I don't, that may be something different. I don't know. He'll work that out. That's for lawyer thinking.
You think that he's going to give you everything he promised you?
Well, we got a plan. He told me about the plan, how it's going to go, and I agreed to it. And
how does the plan end up?
Huh?
How's the plan
end up?
Well,
eventually everything's going to come back to me, but right now legally it can't do that. It's got to be his for now, and at least he's letting me work here until things work out. Until all that legal wrangling gets done. All those lawyers get finished. Signing paper, whatever the hell it is to do, then maybe no, I will. It'll be, hopefully before I'm up there in age, hopefully not too much longer, but I look forward to it.
Sad.
What?
Hashtag.
Well, it's just you get up in age, and then,
Is that an end point? That's sad.
What do you mean?
We're gonna cut off there and go into the sponsors.
It's sad. I'm old, and you don't have to be sad about being old. If you're old, you're old. Why be sad about it?
I don't know if that's a good edit point. I don't know if we should.
What? Hey, everybody, it's Jackie Bro still here, talking on this.
It does lap, too. We go together like damn beans and cornbread.
Yeah, we've been doing this too long. We got to keep the lights on here, as you say. We always got to have a good sponsor. You got to get $25, and that's to let everybody know out there if you're ever interested in getting a little publicity here or there, on here, that's $25. It may be more expensive or cheaper somewhere else. Go wherever you want to if you want to do a commercial. But we get sponsors for $25 on here, and I got a good one, a Pinky Piglet, who is well, I'm going to take it. He said to take it out of the register for now, and then for me to reimburse a register, and then later he's going to give me.
He's making you pay? He's a sponsor and he's making you pay?
Well, for now, again, all this is legal wranglings, and this is an agreement Pinky Piglet and I made. But anyhow, so I took it out of the register, and I got my wallet, so we went back, got $25, and Pinky Piglet. Now, we've tried a few different things here. We got a little, it's a market. Here at Pinky Piglet's Market, but there's also some always good eating that I'm fixing or learning how to fix, or I'm learning new recipes every day now. But currently at the moment, the name we got here, and it's some good eating. It's delicious. I want you to come on down here and try some of this. It's Captain Jack's Fish Racetrack. Down at Piglet.
Well, it ain't just about the cooking. It's how he makes you dress.
Well, it's like anybody. At McDonald's, you have to dress like a clown. All of them, Wendy's, you have to.
When was the last time you were in an actual McDonald's?
I go through drive-through, ain't gone in. But all the different places have
you been served by a clown person?
I can't remember. Maybe years ago. And I think of McDonald's, I see a clown is what I'm saying. They got to wear something, whatever it is. It's a uniform. That's all it is. You have to, when you work at a place, you wear
Are you
there.
thinking about Audrey?
What is it?
I mean, she dyed her hair and she wears a little too much makeup, but it ain't like she's an actual clown.
Well, she's got the stripy McDonald's shirt on, though, don't she?
That's just that's underneath that brown smock.
It ain't just.
That's just what she wears.
It ain't just the makeup and the hair, the clown hair. It's
her husband dresses her.
What?
She tells everybody.
Well,
underneath her uniform, and she'll take off her uniform. If you go inside, you're probably smart to go through the drive-thru.
That's what I do. I don't go in. I know, because if there were clowns, I don't want
because
around
I don't know how many times I've heard, Audrey, put that back on. Well, I just wanted to show them what Randall made me put on today.
Well, I ain't got time to hear any of that. I just want to get used to have them years ago, McDLTs. I like those. They call it something different now, deluxe or something. But anyway, I just say something like it or whatever, and they give it to me when I go to McDonald's.
If it ain't Audrey, none of them other kids even remember a McDLT.
Well,
McDLT was before they was born.
It's something deluxe or whatever, yeah.
They just give you whatever they want to.
I don't see what the point is to change the name of it, though. If it's the same thing, keep the name. It don't make any difference.
It ain't the...
You change your name too many times, people don't know. And I ain't trying to say anything subliminal now to the old Pinkly Piglet, because I know we've made a lot of changes here in the store.
That's why it makes you dress up.
Well, right now it's Captain Jack's Fish Racetrack. So he like that movie, what is it? The
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, he went to see that. He liked that a lot. Before this, he liked old... he saw that King Arthur. Would not stop talking about that movie. Saw that I don't know how many times. And it used to be Sir Galahad's
Lunch Lance in Delhi.
But I guess he saw this pirate movie, and then he said before it came on, he saw something. What's the talking cars? Mickey Mouse talking cars. What is it?
Cars.
Just whatever it is. He saw
Cars.
The preview for that. And then
Cars.
Well, okay then, Cars, whatever. So he he said, that's a good thing and that's a good thing. They make me hungry. How do we make it all one thing? Put them together and come. And I don't know, maybe
Did
he's
you
right.
come up with, see somebody, you guys sit down and you brainstorm this?
He did it. I don't have any. I just work here. If I could. I've tried to give
It's your store.
It is. Right now, it ain't. Right now, legally, you can't say that this is mine because it ain't. Now, it will be again if things work out the way it's supposed to. Everything's gone the way he said it would, aside from the little restaurant in here changing every day, every time I go see the movie. That's the only thing I wasn't prepared for. But I figure you got to wear a dumb little outfit. It's going to be whichever. You could dress me up like the thing with the bells on it, Sir Galahad's, or I just wear a pirate hat and I got a, racing suit on. I don't mind this. It gets a little hot. Suit does in the kitchen, but
how many times you set that stuffed parrot on fire back there?
Well, I didn't mean to. It's just in the corner there. It ain't like I wouldn't set a real bird on fire. I'd never do that. But that thing, that's just fake. He keeps putting it in there.
But it's flammable.
Well, I know now, don't I?
I mean, it sort of spontaneously bursts into flames. I saw it, and you weren't even close to it with any fire.
Well, I guess just being in the kitchen, just in that heat, gets on it or something.
It's hot and it smolders. I don't know what it's made out of.
I don't know what it's made
compost and rags.
You need to know.
But it gets to smoldering. I'm like, Jackie, you better look out. And then it explodes, basically.
I mean, it was on when I turn around and look at it, it's on fire. It's all I know. I don't know how to get that. If it's in the kitchen, it's near something. I could have walked past it. I don't know.
So that's a hazard, but he keeps wherever he's getting them from. They have a endless supply.
Well, we're trying to put them different places, and so far wherever it goes,
it doesn't matter.
Somehow,
losing battle.
Well, thus far, I'm sure it's gonna find the right place where it won't catch on fire.
You have a lot of hope today, Jackie.
Well, why I sit around and a lot of people mad about this Comey thing. Well, he didn't say the Russians and Trump were friends and all that. Well, he said it was a lie, and he said Russians. infiltrated and trying to change their way of American life. That's
pretty good.
I'll take it. Yeah.
That cheered me up.
It didn't cheer me up, but I'm, at least somebody's saying it, what's going on. But
that's a reasonable response to
Right.
hear the FBI director say the president is a fucking liar.
Hey, you didn't use that word, but yeah.
A defamer. Russia's Sessions is going down. Trump obstructed justice.
Right.
Let me see if I can lay this out for you without actually saying the words.
And because there's
it's like playing pyramid, Dick Clark pyramid, but without trying to get the president out of office. He couldn't say he obstructed. It's like legal $25,000 pyramid, but Dick Clark is fucking Kamala Harris.
Watch your mouth. Well, eventually we're going to see Mueller up there doing the same thing, and he'll have more to say. We'll see. More than likely will. Who the hell knows? But it was enough, I just heard that. I couldn't watch it because y'all was in here carrying on in front of the TV, and I just heard about it later. I said, well,
I got drunk.
Well, you weren't the only one. There's a lot of people in here.
I was passing edibles around.
You better not be putting drugs in this place. No. Go out to California, where else to do it. Don't do it here. I don't want no drugs.
Maybe I will.
Come on down to Captain Jack's Fish Racetrack. We got some good. Let me tell you what's on the menu right now. And I said this yesterday, and we got a few new things that's on there. And let me tell you, mix all this up together, mix and match. You're going to have a hell of a meal. Come on down here.
Is there a mix and match deal? Like you get 3?
You can get 3 and 4, or 1 and 2, or 2 and 4, and 3 and 1.
What?
Put 2 numbers together, any of those, and you can get it.
What if it's 11 and 36?
Well, it doesn't go that high.
How high does it go?
Well, let's count. Let's go down here.
Damn
There's Pit Stop Shrimp. That's 1 right there. We got some delicious clam cars. Come in and get you a clam car. It's good. We got some crab axles. If you like a little crab, you're going to love that. We got these lug nut lobster nuggets. It's like little nuggets of lobster. You get the idea. And, of course, there's Hush Horsepower Puppies. Delicious.
Hush Horsepower Puppies?
That's right. Yep. Delicious. And you want to wash all that down with some delicious Pirate Punch or some Parrot Punch.
And what's the difference between the Parrot Punch and the Parrot Punch?
One of them's light, one of them dark, like Sprite or 7-Up. One of them's Pepsi or Coke or something.
What's the difference in the way you said it?
One is Pirate Punch, one is Parrot Punch.
Same thing you just said twice.
Pirate is you know what a pirate is.
Yep. It's a bird that catches on fire in the kitchen.
No, that's a parrot. No.
That's what you just said.
No, it's pirate and parrot. There's 2 different kinds. It's Punch.
And which one is Sprite? Oh, 7-Up.
7-Up. Oh, one of the 2, I think.
Don't you get tired of people asking you for a Coke and you saying, Pepsi okay?
I don't mind. I don't just say you either get tired of Parrot Punch. I don't say you're not allowed to say Coke, Sprite, any of that. So I can say it on here, but you don't say it up there.
Well, why did when it was Sir Galahad's Lunch Lance in Delhi? Why did he when it was damn light or dark ale? Why did he have Coke or Sprite? But now that it's Parrot Punch and Parrot Punch,
Pirate Punch and Parrot Punch.
That's what I said.
No.
How do you know? Why did he switch over to Pepsi products for Parrot Punch?
I work here. If you get so mad about this menu, you go talk to him. I don't know. One's light, one's dark.
Hell, I asked Audrey at McDonald's. She got more sense in that.
Well, go down to McDonald's and eat. Don't come here anymore. I don't want you eating here anymore. McDonald's ain't got good. They got fish fillet sandwich, but they ain't got all this.
No.
Let me tell you what we got down here that's new and delicious. You're going to love this. We got this for dessert now. After you have a good little seafood meal, Captain Jack's Fish Racetrack on the menu for dessert. You still hungry, got a little more room. You get you some sugar squids or some cinnamon Neptune Earnhardt Juniors. Delicious. So come out here, get you.
What are those again?
Sugar squids and cinnamon Neptune Earnhardt Juniors. I'm not going to sit here and say it over and over again.
What's the difference between them 2 things? Like, how do I know if I want a sugar squid?
One's like a donut, one's like a donut hole. So it's one bigger and one's bigger.
Well, how's that cinnamon. Like a squid?
I don't know. Everything's got the name in it, the fish name in it or something.
Does it have little octopus legs?
No, it's just a donut hole. It's a sugar squid.
So a sugar squid is a donut hole, And a cinnamon Neptune Earnhardt Jr. is a donut?
It's, more or less, yeah. Shape is round, yes. I don't know if we're supposed to say this or not. It's got cinnamon on it.
I'm glad we got some clarity.
But also, everybody, if you're going to have anything you're eating that comes from the sea, you need some good dipping sauce. You need to dip it in something like shrimp. You won't dip it in this. We got something delicious down here. Now, Pinky did this himself. He sat up all night mixing things together, and I tell you, it's not too bad. I like, if I had a plate of shrimp or fish, I could dip it in there and not have a problem with it. It's delicious tartar sauce, and I want you to come down here and try some. Dip it in there. We'll let you try some for free. Everybody will get just a little aside. You get the first one free, and if you like it, which I know you're going to want to come back and get you. Say, give me some more of that tartar sauce.
How much is if you get extra tartar sauce?
Well, it's like 50 cents, 50, 75 cents, something
That's
like
not
that.
too
But you
bad.
get it free for the first time.
Every time you come in?
Not every time you come in. No, the first time you ever get it. We'll get it. If
How
you
are you going to keep track of that? Who's going to know?
I don't know. I can remember a few faces. If you come in here,
Why don't you just give everybody one free? Why do you have to remember if they've been in there or not?
you
Tried
do
tartar
get one
sauce.
free. That's what I said. You get one free,
Yeah,
and
but
after that, it's going to cost you. It's to try it out.
You got any of them like a basket of crunchies like you can get at Long John Silver or Captain D's, like the crunchy parts?
Yeah, some of some pit stop shrimp or something you can get, some of that, and then lug nut lobster nuggets have some crinkle crunchy stuff in it too. So come on down here.
What do you call the French fries?
We don't have it's hush horsepower puppies. Ain't got French fries.
So hush horses and power
Hush
puppies?
horsepower puppies.
Parrot punch and parrot punch.
No, pirate punch and parrot punch. I'm not going to.
Pit stop shrimps.
Yep.
Clam cars. And what are those again?
It's just that it's clam, with a little olives, make it look like it's wheels or something on it.
And you got to stick the olives in the clams?
Well, I get it ready and make it look like a little car, yeah.
That sounds like a fun job.
After a while, it gets, I don't.
So
I
that's
don't-
3 for 7 and 8 for 9?
Huh? What is it?
What are the number deals?
2. How many numbers does it go up to? What you mix and match?
Well, let's name them. Pit stop
Mix-
shrimp.
I'm not gonna name it again. I already did it once. I don't need
I
to
wasn't
say it
counting.
over. I not either. You come down here and look at the menu and count. I ain't gonna do it on here.
That's
You know
putting a
what we-
lot on the customer.
Well, if any of that sounds good to you, come down here and try it, and you're gonna like it. And dip it in some of that tartar sauce.
I will if you
It's
give me
gonna be-
2 or 3
You'll
for
get
free.
one. No, you'll get one for free, and after that, I'll charge you. That's how it works.
You don't even know if it's 50 or 75 cents.
He's deciding it's free right now.
You're
like I
making
said.
this shit up as
No,
you go along.
I am not. Panky Piglet's working hard on this. It's hard for me to remember all these things. He's changing it every other day.
Is he going to the movies this weekend?
I sure as hell hope not. Because if he is, I hope he just keeps saying that. Because when the King Arthur thing come out, he watched that over and over and over again. He come in and work. Well, guess what I saw today, Jackie? I said, you went to see that King? Yep, that's right. Best movie ever made. Said that till he saw the pirate movie or whatever. I don't think he's seen the what is it, cartoon? Mickey Carr. What do you call that? Mickey,
Cars 3?
whatever it is. He ain't seen that. He just saw a preview for that. But I'll tell you, I'm not used
Are
to...
you sure he saw Pirates, or did he just see the preview for that, too?
I thought he said he went to see it. I don't know.
He might just be sitting on YouTube looking at trailers.
Well, either way, he needs to... It's his store. He can do what he wants with it. I'm not going to get all personal about that. He's welcome to. I'm just not used to working in seafood back here because it's you have to keep it different than the stuff I used to keep. The smell gets,
There is a smell.
It's a different, I'm not saying good, bad smell. I'm not trying to go down that road. I'm just saying it's different. It's not what I'm used to. Not used to smelling fish all day, sea things or whatever.
Well,
Right.
you get used to it.
Well, I'll get there. Just not quite there yet. But that's Captain Jack's Fish Racetrack. Come on down here, get you by this delicious. Dip it in that tartar sauce and You'll get one for free for the first time. So come on down here and try it. Hell, if you just won't try the tartar sauce, just come on here and ask for a little cup of that. I'll give it to you.
That sounds like the Middle East country that Trump is mad at.
What?
Where we have a military base, but he doesn't know it.
What is it?
Qatar?
Qatar? That's a dip.
That's something we forgot about him. Every time a country gets attacked by terrorists, he gets online and fucking bashes them.
Watch him out. Well, yeah, he does that. He gets mad when he get attacked by terrorists. He don't. He like it's your fault.
He doesn't like weakness. He doesn't like weakness.
He doesn't. No, sir.
Guy Lancaster on Facebook, maybe he said that he hopes. I'm just gonna steal jokes, I guess, from Facebook. He hopes that Pinky Piglet doesn't go see Wonder Woman because next week you'll be wearing a tiara and a damn.
No, I ain't gonna be wearing that. No. I don't care how many times.
We'll see.
No, I ain't gonna.
We'll see.
I'll work here for now, but.
Also, we should thank whoever made. See, this is one of the good things about being having a podcast, Jackie. It's like you get on there and you say somebody should start a Fred Thompson Twitter.
Yeah.
And somebody does Fred Thompson Twitter for us.
Oh, you showed me that. It ain't the real Fred Thompson, no.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, I just hope that they
Wow.
Well, I hope I asked for permission from his family. That's all I asked. Just wanted to make sure that they check with,
For Fred Thompson?
Yeah. I know you changed his names a little bit around.
Fred Thompson's tweeting as we speak.
What does it say?
The British election has turned into a real horror movie. Children of the Corbyn.
What?
Well, he's got a lot of... Donald Trump's love for his supporters could be a hit country song someday. Stand by your clan. Yeah, y'all follow Fred Thompson until that. It's not us doing this. It's actual Fred Thompson. I hope they don't turn out to be racist. We don't know who Fred Thompson is. We can endorse it only so far.
Yeah, because these days, next thing you know, they're racist as hell. You don't know.
I've heard many women describe the pain of childbirth. Sure hope the United Kingdom doesn't go into labor today.
Oh, yeah, that's almost like old Fred. That's pretty good there, Fred.
Washington was such a crazy amusement park today that they are going to rename the place Comey Island.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look, he got a James Comey height joke. James Comey is no J. Edgar Hoover. For starters, it would be hard to find a dress his size.
He's so big, yeah. Let's go back to the curtains there, yeah.
You got George Jones jokes on here. Pundits everywhere agree if Hillary Clinton were a George Jones fan, she'd be president today. Milwaukee, here I come. That's a good song.
Yeah.
Let me just say, there's a lot of Fred Thompson tweets on here. Thank you, whoever is Fred Thompson, and not just for us, but for America.
Yeah, absolutely. I imagine
don't be racist, or
we's about to turn into the regular news there, just reading tweets all day.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll do it. We can do a daily podcast.
That's how Wolf Blitzer makes a living now. He sits on there and reads Twitters. What did he do before? I can't even remember.
I probably just read newspaper or something.
I can't remember nothing he did.
That's what CNN was, right? Before the first Gulf War, they just sit on there and read newspapers?
I think so, yeah.
Well, look here, they'd say.
Now it's the future. It's all to the president's Twitter.
Now you don't have to read newspapers. You just read what people think about news. Yeah. There ain't no newspapers anymore. It's just what people think about news. There's no actual news.
Yeah.
It used to be, who used to be on? It was a Stud. Who used to be on damn CNN? Bill Tush.
Bill Tush.
Well, we got some news for you. Well, let's see here. And in sports.
That's Regis Kathy Lee did that. They were the best at it. Everybody ripping them off. Regis Kathy Lee originals, who I don't know who's on there now. But they'd read the newspaper every morning.
Used to everybody do it. Everybody get the newspaper. We had a newspaper-based economy. You'd get the newspaper. Kids was working, slinging them newspapers. TV, you turn it on, people was reading newspapers. The radio with people reading newspapers. Paul Harvey would read the newspaper, and then he'd put the newspaper down, and he'd give you the twist that he knew in his head.
Used to be a job you'd have, delivering newspaper. That was a real thing. People had to do that. I know in the movies you look at a little boy with a cap and whatnot, but in real life there's some man up at 6 in the morning just throwing it out the car.
Yep.
Not in the morning.
Getting through a divorce.
Yeah.
Jackie, did you get to go outside today?
When I was working all day, I mean, I went out there for a little bit, but I came to work when.
Ooh, Lord, it is hot as shit out there.
Right,
It is.
All right. Hey, don't you say it. I don't want to hear it.
Blazing. It is blazing. I don't mean blazing like the way I blaze up on the way over here before I do this podcast. Folks, I do drugs because I'm cool.
What?
I'm talking about blazing the sun. Summertime. Summertime is here. Guys, can you believe it? Shit. I better slather some of this cream on my back that keeps me from getting skin cancer, because otherwise they're going to be cutting lumps off me until I'm 90 years old, because it is summertime and I love it. Soak up them rays. What does summertime mean to you, Jackie? Popsicles?
Popsicles, just, it's warm, hot, swimming, things. I don't go swimming.
All those things are traditional American summer, but
I don't
primarily.
Do it. That's what I think of, but I don't, especially splash slide or something.
You sound like John McCain right now.
Who? Oh, John McCain. I hope I don't sound that bad.
You sound like you stayed up all night watching basketball, then embarrassed yourself questioning the former FBI director, then had to your office put out a press release
saying he stayed up too late.
Can we get him to lie down and I'll compose something? Guys, can we just, let's say right now there are several people in Washington running the world who should be napping.
Much better nappers than
world runners.
Yes.
Summertime, thank the Lord.
All
Vacation, Dunlap School is here. That's what
hell.
Summertime means. To me, it means you give your kids to me and give me some money to take care of them, and I give them little tasks to do every day.
You just said, everybody, guess what? I do drugs. And then right after that, say it's hot outside, and then you said, bring your children to me. No, nobody's going to do that. Nobody in their right mind is going to do that.
Well, Jackie, you know what?
What the hell are you going to do with a bunch of damn kids on a hot day? I don't want to know.
I had plans. One day I was going to do yard mowing.
Huh?
I was going to give them a little of the money we'd make. We were going to do creepy crawling.
Creepy what?
We were going to do bartender school, face slapping, and ruining Denise's boyfriend's life.
What?
But the problem is, what a terrible day. Because, Jackie, you're right. Nobody's going to let me take care of their kids.
Thank God, yeah. Be a decent parent, yeah.
But luckily, some of my friends have been coming over to hang out with me all week.
What?
Some of my friends have been coming over to hang out with me all week. They felt sorry for me. They knew I wasn't getting any kids down here at Vacation Dunlap School. And also, we were going to do a little Jesus.
What?
So Goose Meat and Neck Scar and Pam and Aoife, they've been coming down here. We've been hanging out and getting high and, calling people up we know that got kids and asking if they could leave our kids here and pay us. And also, we've been driving by Vacation Bible schools and asking kids if they wanted to come with us instead.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
No.
We found out.
You damn right. You don't need to be driving around any place with children on and ask them to come with you. You don't do that.
You can tell. Sometimes you do things and people come out of their house and go, hey. But when you ask a kid to come with you, people come out of that church and go, hey.
Well, they should. They're doing their damn
job. Hey.
They're doing their job then. That's what they need to be doing.
It's amazing the amount of churches got security guards now.
It's bad enough you driving around trying to get children, but if you got a bunch of them in the car with you, those
it's just me
drunk.
and Goose Meat and Nexcar and Pam and Aoife.
That's too. No. That's just a bunch of. That's trouble right there driving anywhere.
Well,
let
you've
alone
always
trying to
had
get kids.
You've always had a problem with Goose Meat.
Well, he ain't allowed in the store anymore. I don't know about this store because it's not mine, but I'm going to ask Pinky Piglet. I'm going to tell Pinky Piglet about that.
You going to tell Pinky Piglet?
Yeah, I will. Before I let him come in here.
So we just come back to my place and got high. But Nexcar pulled down a Bible from upstairs. I mean, Granny told him not to come upstairs, but he snuck up there and he was just looking for change. I told him it was okay. I said, don't take any green money, but you can take any jingle money.
You don't know what he's going to do if you don't keep an eye on him. That's the reason I don't want him in the store.
That's true. And then he come down with the Bible, and, we had about 30 good minutes of fellowship.
What?
Testimony.
That's diversion right there. He come down with the Bible reading that, and if you fell for that, he robbing, not you, he robbing your grandma blind.
We were all down there. Maybe when our eyes were closed
Did
and
he
we were
come
praying.
Down? There you go, right there. If there ain't no other reason for him to have a Bible and ask anyone to read it.
We were pretty high.
Oh, hell.
So that's Vacation Dunlap School, folks. We got
one
more day of it.
No, it ain't. That's you and a bunch of heathens sitting around drunk in drugs. That's not any kind of school.
A sponsor or a school?
Or a sponsor. Did you pay Who paid $25? I want to know.
I mean, we took a little bit out of Granny's purse,
well,
but I'm going to put it back.
No.
As soon as I get all I need is one kid, and I can put most of that back.
No. Next time I see her, I'm going to tell her.
Well, she knows.
Now's the time that we both have to go. Our podcast come out really great, we know. Our time is at an end, so until we meet again, we'll just have to say goodbye, friend. Saying bye-bye always brings us down. But our bags are packed and we have to leave town. A postcard to you we will send. If a stamp to us you'll lend, so we can write and say goodbye, 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 goodbye.
So where you think we're going to see old Comey next?
They got a new Gong Show.
I heard they're coming on with that. I didn't like it back in. Why are they doing something like that again?
I don't know if he'd be an actor or a judge.
He could pull off either one of those. That's what the show did. They had big little people, things like that. He'd fit right in on that.
We might see him up in outer space.
What?
I mean, his head, because he's so tall, waving at the
hell.
space shuttle. Big Jim Comey was so tall, he waved at the space shuttle.
He just being silly now.
I mean, he ain't that tall, but
He's tall, don't get me wrong. No, he taller than hell. He looked like a real life giant, not a pretend giant. There's
like
a
Billy
difference.
Crystal, my giant.
Which one?
Billy Crystal, my giant.
Billy Crystal.
I'm saying this like I just come up with it, but I bet there's 70 people photoshopped that on Twitter.
What, my giants? Billy Crystal's, who's that? That's Cowboy, remember? Come from New York, right?
Yep.
What's the name of that one, of the horses? Because somebody said that's a Western. I said, it kind of is, but not really, it ain't. It's more silly than a Western.